Alrighty, folks, you know I'm feeling great on a Tuesday morning because we're now 5-0 in our last 5 Chairman Package picks on my premium page. And the good news is we have another Chairman Package pick going off here this evening. And if you sign up for my full access, all-inclusive Chairman Package, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. It's going to give you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on the free videos and what I do on my premium page. Well, what I do here on the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in really any given sport, side and total. What I do on my premium page is I actually share with you which one of these free plays I actually like the best. And once again, folks, we are 5-0 in our last 5 Chairman Package picks on my premium page. It is our hottest package at the moment, and that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into some free content. Let's go ahead and start off with the Cavaliers taking on the Celtics, 7:30 Eastern start time. Boston's the 10-point favorite at the Garden, totals 223.5. And for a team laying double digits in this spot here, the Celtics have not been great at covering the number. They're just 3-7 against the spread in their last 10. They've also had their hands full with Cleveland in recent gatherings. The Cavs actually beat Boston in 6 out of their last 10 head-to-head gatherings. And the one thing that the Cavs are doing really well this season, well, it's their defensive effort. Yeah, the Cavs are in the top 5 in the East in fewest points allowed per contest. Donovan Mitchell, he leads the lineup in steals on D. 27 points a night as well on offense. And speaking of offensive production, Darius Garland scoring 20.5 points a game himself. So this Cleveland team, they play good D, but they do have some scorers that can get to the basket. Now, as a team, the Cavs got the W in 5 out of their last 7 contests. They covered the number in every one of those games except for 2. Now, when it comes to the injury list, LeVert, Jerome, and Mobley are questionable for Cleveland. Keep an eye on them. 6 out of the Cavs' last 7 ball games fell under the total. Unders against the likes of the Magic, Heat, and Pistons. And out of the Celtics' last 10 ball games, they saw the under cash in 60% of those contests. Give me Cleveland plus 10, under 223.5. Next contest, Lakers Mavericks, 7:30 p.m. East. The Lakers are -2, totals 234. And even though the Lakers are coming off an in-season tournament victory, they haven't played their best basketball on the road this year. They're just 4-7 as the official road team. And I'll tell you, they've been kind of getting bodied underneath the basket. LA is a bottom 5 rebounding team on the road in the West. And they're going to want to be crisp on that end of the court because, well, the Mavericks are coming. They can score. They're a top 5 point-producing team in the league. Luka Doncic, he's scoring more points a night than any other player in the Western Conference. He's averaging 32 points a game along with 8.5 assists. And out of the Mavs' last 10 gatherings with the Lakers, they've held LA to just 107 points a game. Now, injury-wise, Jones, Hardaway, Kleba, and Williams are questionable. Kyrie's still out. Meanwhile, for the Lakers on the other side, LeBron, AD, and Jared Vanderbilt, they're questionable for them. Gabe Vincent's also inactive. Now, the Lakers saw overs recently against the likes of OKC, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Meanwhile, Dallas saw their last 4 straight get over the total themselves, 70% to the over this year in the American Airlines Center. Give me the Mavericks plus 2, over 234. Next ball game, it is going to be Nuggets Bulls, 8 o'clock Eastern start time. Denver's -8, totals 220. And even though the Nuggets are favored by a couple of buckets here, they've lost 3 out of their last 4, and they do have a losing record on the road. And it really should come as no surprise. Denver's had a tough time covering the point spread in their travels. Out of 14 contests away from home, they covered the number only 4 times. And much to everyone's surprise, it's actually their offensive production that's failed them in these road games. Denver's a bottom 5 point producing team on the road in the West. And even though the Bulls on the other side haven't been terrific this season, don't get me wrong, this isn't a great team. But you got to remember this. Chicago plays real tough defense at home. They're tough to score against in their own building. And they actually covered the point spread in their last 5 straight. This is a pretty good covering team right now. Certainly a good spot right now for a team catching 8 points. DeMar DeRozan's got a handful of steals on the year. Team leader in points. Meanwhile, Kobe White, he's drilling 42% of his three-pointers. And once again, folks, as bad as Chicago's been this season, they do have a winning record in the United Center. Now, injury-wise, Caruso's questionable for Chicago. Levine's still out. The Bulls did see unders recently against the likes of Charlotte and Oklahoma City. Meanwhile, Denver's 9-5 to the under in their travels. Give me the Bulls +8, keeping that one close, under 220. Next matchup, Warriors-Suns, 10 o'clock East. Phoenix is -4 at home, totals 234.5. And I'll tell you, I do not love Phoenix in this spot here. They lost 4 out of their last 5, and they failed to cover in every one of those contests during that short stretch. And in addition to being plagued by injuries at the moment, the Suns do play their worst basketball in the Footprint Center. These guys have a losing record at home, and they do really get lax on offense late in games. Matter of fact, the Suns are averaging fewer fourth-quarter points a game than any other franchise except for one. And they're facing a Golden State team who's been solid against the point spread here recently. They covered in 4 out of their last 5 ball games, and they are one of the best road-covering teams in the game. Golden State's covered in 73% of their contests this year away from the Bay. And of course, Steph Curry, he's scoring over 29 points a night. Now, Curry's drilling 43% of his three-pointers as well. And I'll tell you, he's actually averaging a dozen attempts from beyond the arc per game, really letting it loose. I mean, that's what you got to do. If you're knocking them all down, hell, shoot it 20 times a game at that juncture. Now, Klay Thompson, he's second on the roster in points as well. And when it comes to the injury report, Peyton's still out for the Warriors. Kevin Durant, he is questionable for the Suns. Also for Phoenix, Allen, Little, and Lee are still out for them as well. Bradley Beal's recovering from back problems. Looks like he should be a go here tonight, but you never know. Coming off a long injury, a lot of times it's a game time decision. What feels good in practice and in workouts might not feel great come game day. But anyway, total wise, we've seen a bunch of overs in the desert this year. Phoenix is 9-2 to the over in their home games. The Suns are also 65% to the over against Western Conference opponents. Meanwhile, Golden State went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Give me the Warriors +4 over 234.5. And with that, folks, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be in that Kings-Clippers game, 10:30 p.m. East. The Clippers are -2.5, totals 233 and a hook. And even though they are in the second of a back-to-back here this evening, the Clips are playing some pretty good basketball at the moment. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak, and they play their best basketball at home. These guys are 8-3 straight up in front of their own crowd, and they've been incredibly tough to score against in those contests. LA's in the top 3 in defensive scoring at home. That's in the entire NBA. And they're taking on a Kings team on the other side who just hasn't been good enough on defense. These guys are in the bottom 5 in guarding the 3-ball. And another kind of quirky stat, it's a quirky stat, but something you want to pay attention to. The Kings are allowing more second quarter points a game than any other team in the association. For some reason, the second frame is always bad for them. Now, injury-wise, Bones Highland is questionable for the Clippers. Diabate is also day-to-day. When it comes to the total, LA is now 9-2 to the under on their own court, 15-7 to the under for the entire season. Meanwhile, the Kings saw 64% of their road games stay under the total themselves. Give me the Clippers -2.5, under 233 and a hook. And with that, folks, now it is time for our quick pick recap. Give me the Cavaliers plus 10, under 223.5. Mavericks plus 2, over 234. Bulls plus 8, under 220. I'm 5-0 in my last 5 chairman picks on my premium page. And the good news is I have another chairman pick going off here today. The link for my site is in my bio. Warriors plus 4, over 234.5. With my next and final free pick, give me the Clippers minus 2.5, under 233 and a hook. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, guys, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that chairman package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page at patreon.com/BrockPage.